Hey everyone, this is a quick video on how to use the iPad's screen recorder feature and a couple of things that you can do with it. So the first question you guys should have is, which operating system are you on, iOS 12 or iOS 11? If you're on iOS 12 and you take your finger and you move it on the top right of the iPad on the black part of the bezel and you swipe down, you should have the little dock appear. If you are on iOS 11, that will not make the dock appear, but instead you're going to have to go to the bottom middle of the screen and swipe up, but you'll notice nothing happens because I'm on iOS 12. Either way, those should take you to the dock, and in this dock, one of the features is called the screen recorder. The screen recorder is this feature over here that has this little circle button over here. If this button is not currently there, we have to manually add it to the dock, and the way in which we'll do that is you'll go into Settings, you'll scroll down from the top of Settings to where we find the Control Center, and we're going to go to Customize Controls. So the screen recorder feature is right here, but we're going to have to add this from the bottom because it doesn't start at the top. So if we were to add it, it would be looking like that by clicking that plus sign. So as soon as you get this screen recorder at the top of what is included, it is now in your dock. So if you go out and you go back to swipe to your dock, you'll notice that this screen recorder feature is right here. So if we notice we click the screen recorder feature, it tells us that everything on your screen, including notifications, will be recorded. Do not disturb in order to prevent unexpected notifications. So in order to do that, we have this button over here, which is called the silent feature, that I currently have on, because if we click off of it, then we can get notifications and emails and other sort of distractions, and generally for videos, we want to try and avoid that. So I have the silent feature on over here. Also, when we hold down on the recorder, it also tells us it starts with microphone off. So if you want to record with sound as opposed to with no sound, we want to make sure we tap that to turn the recorder on. So how this feature works is, as soon as you press this button, it will count down 3, 2, 1, and then you'll notice on the top right, if you're on iOS 12, this little red button appears. If you're on iOS 11, across the top there will be a blue ribbon that says that this is recording. So every single move that you do on your screen is currently being recorded by the iPad, no matter where you go. So I'm just going to give you guys a couple of quick things that I've used the screen recorder for, and then hopefully you guys will have a chance to play and to figure out how this is beneficial to you, and then you'll have a chance to present that information so that I get some more information about how we use screen recording, because I've only scratched the surface of it. So one thing that I like to use screen recording for is I will, in Schoology, make a bunch of different videos for students for every lesson that is what a student can watch in case they didn't get it for a relearn, or if they weren't there, that they can read through the lesson with the video. So I make a video like on this lesson 1.2, there's a vocab list video. So I made an explanation for students who are absent on that vocab list, and they would be able to watch this video on the different vocab words that we used that day so they can get that information. And I embedded this straight into Schoology so that they can watch that. I also use this software in order to teach different topics. One particular topic or example that I could do is if I was trying to give a math lesson, I might have my document on math. For example, this is a lesson on integers and absolute values, straight from the textbook. So I took a couple of the textbook pages and I inserted them into a document, and then I kind of broke down the lesson over here, and I can use the screen recorder feature to explain the lesson to a student so that they can watch the video explanation, and I can use this video to teach the concepts, and the students can either watch this at home or they can watch it for extra review afterwards so that they would know what's going on. So you can create a document and you can work your way through it and teach that, or you can use this feature to record your iPad to do certain things. One thing that I use Computer App Life for is I use the screen recorder teacher to teach how to annotate on the iPads. So you can see over here in a free software called Microsoft OneNote, I insert pictures and I draw on the screen, and I'm teaching the kids how to draw on the screen. And I record videos of what I'm doing so that they can get that information individually on their own computers, and then we can come back together as a class and talk about this. Or maybe it's a homework assignment and they come the next day with an entrance ticket and they have a video based on what we did here. So I really like screen recording. I think it's a very powerful tool that allows us to clone ourselves, but I definitely don't know everything about screen recording. I am just giving you guys this video to show you guys the information on how to do it, and you'll notice that this button is still recording. So in order to stop a recording, you swipe down from iOS 12 or swipe up from iOS 11, and you just tap on the recorder, And that will then say at the top over here in 1 second that it was saved to photos. So if we wanted to find that video, we can click on that video again over here. And if we hit play, you'll notice on the top right, if you're on iOS 12, this little red button appears. If you're on iOS 11, the entire video that we just recorded then appears here. And we can take this video and we can either put it directly to Schoology, or we could perhaps put it on YouTube. And this little button that I clicked over here, this little send out button, is one way on the iPad which you could send it if I wanted to send it to YouTube, or I wanted to save it to my OneDrive, or I wanted to insert that video into the OneNote notebook or add it to notes. There's plenty of different things that you can do. So that's about all I have for this video. So it's time for you guys to go practice and try and make a screen recording of a topic of your choice and think about how this can help your students in your classes. And please let me know, because I want to use you guys to help me learn about how to use this more. So thank you.